do maneuver through them avenues, trying to move them grams of booth. My gang is shoot like camera view. Had a ratchet brew, word to Baton Rouge, trying to keep it wavier than Santa Cruz. Dance on food with satin shoes. That magic elixir started moving grams in them zippers. Cocaine on that glass, I'm a sniffer. I'm looking at the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. Burnt out like flames away, off that 1988. He been off that Flavor Flav. The wrist looking tight, glacial. Black and white zips, they biracial. Why? Cause segregation is evil, pumping the same poison that penetrated his people. It's catching more bodies and Leatherface in the sequel. You can feel effects embedded in a placebo. This a holy field, don't question the potency. It's wetter than them hoes in a session for Jodeci. God wouldn't forgive me with several blessings on rosaries. Guilty conscience got my stomach messed up like Crohn's disease. Don't ask me where the plug is from. If I tell you, they gon' come with guns. That fool decided he gon' front me some. Running drugs, decided to take the drugs and run. Now I'm Carl Lewis facing time, Martha Stewart. Confused and polluted, hiding out from them shooters. Money on my head like my MCM fitted. Done everything up in the drug war except snitching. Paved the road to paradise with all the lies that Reagan told. One hand on my ratchet if they want static like radio.
Yo, hey, welcome back to the YouTube streets with your man AZ Ruxin, where even you can come get in your feelings. We got my man Ronnie Blue Eyes, the Boston Boss. Hey, we got New Age Plug. You did it again. And last but not least,
I'll screw you, boo. Rolling with a few true peeps, and I'm live and direct in these YouTube streets. It's your partner player. Can I get a?
Ooh, no! Let's go!
Yeah.
We
Good to have you up here, man. Welcome
What a
to the
freaking
YouTube
intro.
streets.
What an intro, man.
That
Is crazy.
The only, holy, so never lonely.
Hey,
Lush
listen.
One, the homie. Let's go.
Lush One, the millennials might know Lush One from No Jumper, but the OGs in hip hop, the battle rap scene, we know Lush One
Let's go.
for being a freaking legend when it comes to grind time, bringing up different battle rappers. Dizaster, obviously. R.I.P. to Cadillac Ron. R.I.P. to Pat Stay. R.I.P. to all the class. Bro, this is a legendary. This is like a kid in a candy store for me.
Monumental.
Hey, likewise, man.
That's love, yeah. 5 in peace, my brother Caddy. You feel me? Like that's my heart right there. Anything I do is in the name of Caddy. You feel me? Period. Point blank.
R.I.P.
Let's go.
So, bro, when it comes, dude, so battle rap, bro, I feel like when it comes to making battle rap mainstream, you were a major asset. Like you were one of the horsemen that put it. Like I know Eminem did Body, but you were a big part of that. You know, when you linked up with Alki David and what you tried to do, you still accomplished it because that Cassie and Dizaster battle was legendary. The second one, obviously in the car garage.
Hey, you know what? And who knows what would have happened if that first night Diz was able to get his shit off in front of that big crowd that his material was catered for, because it wound up being in a completely different environment that he had anticipated. But that was a dream just because I love East Coast. I grew up on East Coast traditional boom bap, obviously West Coast gangster rap too, but Philly, to me, like I'll go on record and say I feel like Philly has, from a technical perspective, the best rappers in the world. Like bar for bar,
yeah,
for style. They might not have had the best music, but technically, skill speaking, like Philly is special.
Well, hey, let me ask you this then. I wanted to say, if we're talking Philly, it might be a little too early, but we got to bring it back to the famous, Dizaster and Cassidy, that battle. You remember? Because I know a lot of people gave you a lot of flack for saying that Cassidy, you don't think he really took it. Man, I had to rewatch it because it's been so long, and I think you're tripping, bro.
It's like this. It's like this. It's not that I don't think that Cassidy took the battle. It's that the battle was like altered and catered to a point where it was completely in Cassidy's favor before it even started. If that had happened on the big stage, there's no way Dizaster was losing. But the way things transpired, we
Right.
we know what to do.
A lot of people say Cassidy
for
won
sure.
that battle because he did the impersonation of Dizaster in the battle. Like they was not expecting Cassidy to do that.
That went fire.
Yeah. His impersonation was for sure a highlight, and
Crazy.
and that was dope because we hadn't seen Cassidy battle for literally 12 years before that, and the fact that he was able to be as sharp as he was and use tactics that are, on that level, you got to respect it.
Hey, well, what made you give that opinion though?
Dizaster's my best friend in real life, fool. Like I'm never gonna say he lost. No matter
That's
what.
real shit. That's
Oh,
real shit.
so it wasn't a non-biased
Real
opinion.
I can
Okay,
never
that's what's up. Yeah, I hear you.
give and look on some real shit. Of course, I can critique bar for bar, but my vision is so skewed when it comes to Dizaster because that's literally
The
I'll
homie.
give my time for that
Right.
fool. You feel me? That's my
Right.
brother. You feel me?
No, I hear it. Hey, he came hard though. I'm not discrediting him in any way.
That wasn't.
But
That wasn't even. That was a fraction of what he was supposed to do. He catered his material for a big stage. The one round that they did on the big stage, Dizaster clearly had a significant edge, but
right.
it didn't get to transpire that way. In a smaller environment, that's a way more favorable environment for Cassidy. So
Right.
Right.
Well, while we're on the subject of battle rapping, right? Let me ask you this. How did you feel when Cannabis pulled out that notebook?
I saw my childhood die in slow motion.
Wow. Facts.
But then it started a trend though, because then we seen Drake start doing it in the booth, and then the phone thing started coming.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different when it comes to me. I think any radio freestyle or anything of that nature, you probably shouldn't. You gotta have the material memorized, or it's gotta be a freestyle, or else it's gonna look a little goofy. But
right.
in
But
a
battle's a battle.
in a battle, that's straight up sacrilegious. There's no way around it.
You don't see a lot of people choke like you did back in the day with Grind. Like Cortez, I love him to death, but the dude used to choke all the time. Like it was known for it.
I think with dudes like Tez, I think it comes down to when you battle that frequently, and you're talking about motherfucker that battle literally 2 to 3 times a month, it's somewhat inevitable, and it goes into how bad do you need that bag? Do you need to get paid that bad, or do you want to dial back the frequency of your battles and battle less, but make sure that you offer a more quality performance? So Tez is a legend, though, man. He's severely underrated, and I think the fact that being a Latino, being a Puerto Rican MC, during especially the time period he came to fruition, he had a lot of obstacles he had to overcome.
Word.
Hey, let's go back a little bit though, because your father is somebody that's known in the music business, or the what is it, the film business?
My dad's a filmmaker. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
and
okay. Yep.
And no offense, but do they call you like the black sheep in your family?
No. I call myself. I'm clearly the black sheep of my family.
Right.
But you're successful though. But you're very successful.
Compared, I'm by far the least successful member of my family. However, that's being the slowest Olympian. My family is hyper successful, all independently in their own ways. I'm the first person in my family to go to jail. I'm the first person to get tattoos. The thing is this: my brothers are 12 and 14 years older than me. So by the time that I was really old enough to be cognizant, they had already moved out of the house. I was kind of raised as the only child. My brothers, I'm very close with them, but they're more like uncles to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and they grew up in West LA in the 70s when it was an idyllic environment. I grew up in the 80s. Cocaine became crack. You know what I mean?
Cocaine, crack era.
Gang banging was commercialized. You've seen Snowfall. That hit all areas of the city. So me coming of age during that time, where I did, it's not as simple as people might. I understand why people have the perception they do, though.
Hey, well, your success is also a little bit different too, because as a light-skinned person, you broke into an industry and did some things in an industry where, let's be real, we're not really welcome like that. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's huge milestones if you want to,
Well, like ultimately, like I appreciate that. Like, yeah, my success in hip hop and battle rap and the underground, you cannot attribute to nepotism in any way. Most people didn't even know that that was my, unless you like are a sandbox homie of mine. Most people weren't really aware of that until the internet rose to like, until you could like Google the location of everybody's grandmother's asshole with like three, you know what I mean? Like now you see like all information.
Battle rap is not like the music industry. Money ain't gonna get you nowhere. You gotta have some skill.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yes.
It's not like I tried to like go mainstream with it. Like I was indie. That's why I moved from LA to the Bay Area, which is independent mecca. I got it out the mud with mine. Bro, can say what they want, but I've been in this game for 25 years, and it's all based on the merit. It's all based on the merit of my own skill. Period. Like,
hey, was you affiliated at one point?
That's
like in the streets.
Yeah, no. I have my affiliations here.
Yeah, because I just remember they were to question you about it, but I always known, even when you hosted, I've always noticed there was a certain, you would have certain things, attachments to you. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I'm from where I'm from. Like it's very, anybody that looks into me, that you can see where I'm from. I can't speak on that because there's a little bit of heat on my section, and so I can't really even, but it's very obvious. Fools know what time it is. You feel me? Like, 9 minus 4.
So moving forward, when you were doing the deal with Alki David, that looked like an angel that was sent, but then it turned into a nightmare. Get into a little bit of that.
I don't know if it's in the Bible. I believe it is. It says that when the devil comes, and I'm not calling Alki the devil, but I'm just saying when the devil comes, he comes in the most seductive form possible. It'll be like the baddest bitch you ever seen. It'll be in the form of
let's get to that
racial opportunity. So, like obviously I spent the entirety of my career. I'm born and raised in West LA. The duration of my career was spent up north in the Bay Area. I came back down home to LA to try to take it to the next level. And within a matter of months, had $1 million deal with a billionaire in Beverly Hills and, things. He happened to be a rather eccentric individual, and they transpired how they did.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good, AZ. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, this is something I ask only certain people, obviously, but I always like to hear what it's like when you got your first $1 million, even before taxes. What did that feel like?
So like I've never personally had $1 million that was just mine. I've had millions of dollars in an account that I have full access to that was a business account. So like I can't actually like fully answer, but just that feeling in and of itself that I'm overseeing and responsible for budgets that are 7 figures, like it was overwhelming, and I couldn't quite, because despite the fact of me coming from a comfortable upbringing, like, I'd spent a lot of years in the mud and a lot of years from, being in juvie, from being in placement homes and all that shit. I spent the majority of my life living in the projects and all that shit. Like it was overwhelming to me. It was really,
for sure.
I didn't know how to take it. It kind of happened a little bit. I went, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
so he had,
that's what's up. That's a good answer, though.
Chief Keef and had a whole bunch of all these artists and all this drama that was in the building, and it ended up leading into like a civil case that you had to even help these girls out. Like people looked at you weird at first, but it's a civil case.
Look, at the end of the day, first of all, like I've never dealt with the police in any capacity, like whatsoever.
Let's get to that.
The only police report you'll ever see with my name on it is me saying, I don't know, I didn't see shit, blah, da, 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 da. You feel me?
Let's get to that.
That's been documented. Like in fact, there's been people that have posted my lack of statements on the internet, like, damn, Lush is a real one. That's not important. As far as a civil matter, I will always defend women. I will always defend children. Period.
Let's get to that.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Anybody that sexually harasses a woman, anybody that puts hands on a woman, like fuck you, and I don't care what happens to you. That's some bitch shit.
Well, the street dude said all the street dudes that I know,
That's
even
a
AZ
fact.
said civil stuff. It don't matter as long as it's not criminal.
Yeah, for sure.
1,000%.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to get that cleared away. But
Yeah.
because
It's not like some people, where they're convicting people on camera in a room with detectives. You know what I mean? You're not sitting there singing about Xboxes and things like that. So, it's way different. This is business type thing.
No, yeah. And really, like, normally, even as far as civil matters go, because, like, without being too specific, there are lawsuits that I could have engaged in. There are people that I could have sued that I didn't. But I try to avoid any type of those situations regardless. However, when it came down to a woman who happened to be a friend of mine being sexually harassed, and I will speak up on her behalf, and she wound up winning a settlement of $58 million. So,
Wow.
shouts to her.
Dang,
because
that's
the first
life
time that
changing.
we actually seen that was when, and we'll get into so first when you first got the No Jumper, right? You and Dizaster had a show, and I loved it.
Thank you.
I wish y'all would
Awesome.
have kept doing that because he ended up taking you off that show. And
That was a
what
good
happened?
win.
Did Dizaster quit the show or?
No. So basically, what happened was this. So the show, first of all, like, I'm glad that you say that you liked it. The majority of the No Jumper audience, it wasn't really resonating, and it was actually pretty close to getting canceled.
Wow.
Right.
What happened was this: Dizaster. We had just thrown a big event. Dizaster, as a lot of people know, he's not only from LA, he's from Lebanon as well, Beirut. He went to visit his family and do his thing out in Beirut. We had 2 blocks available because at the time, No Jumper, our show was the lowest priority on their totem pole. We weren't allowed to shoot when we wanted. They would give us like 1 day a month to shoot 4 or 5 episodes. Motherfuckers are bringing outfit changes and all that shit.
Right.
And we were like the redheaded stepchild of.
Right.
Shouts to all my gingers out there. Y'all are great.
Salute. I was proud.
Well, they didn't give it enough time. That's a slow burn podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And from what I understand, like, it was on its way out. Regardless, so what happened was Diz was out of town, and they gave us 2 days to shoot content. And he said, "Go ahead, Lush." Diz knew going into No Jumper off rip that I was more suited for that environment. However, people weren't really like messing with like he knew that it was more suited for me, but like I wouldn't have been able to even get on the podcast if it wasn't for him and his fame. People were like, No Jumper wouldn't have given us the pod if it wasn't for him. But he knew. So he was like, "Go ahead, Lush, do those interviews." I set up 6 interviews, 2 days, 3 interviews each day. And on the second day of shooting those interviews, as I was about to dip, I just finished interviewing the homegirls, Blimes and Gab, dope MCs if you don't know about them. As we're about to dip, I seen they were about to start shooting the No Jumper show. Adam sitting down, AD's there, Yuri sitting in the third seat because house phone was running late. And AD was like, "Why don't we have Lush on?" Adam's like, "Oh, I don't know." He's like, no, fuck that, have Lush on. And Adam's like, "All right, for sure, have Lush on." Boom. They mic'd me up, and house phone winds up showing up last second. So it's the 4 of us. Yuri winds up leaving. So it's me, house phone, Adam, and AD. And just people seem to take to my personality or whatever it was. It was a good pod. People were fucking with me. And then long story short, I was full time within a week.
Bro, and
That was quick.
Yeah.
Super quick.
Yeah, because
House
I mean
phone
the
with Lena.
No Jumper podcast was always legendary. Go ahead, Ronnie. My bad.
No, I was just saying, house phone was late. He was over there kicking it with Lena.
Stupid.
Straight up.
Let's get
Hey,
to
did you
that.
see that coming?
Get to that.
Because you haven't been there about a year now, but did you see that coming? The cuck shit?
No, look, at the end of the day, they do porn, right? That's in their industry. So it's like not really far-fetched outside of the wheelhouse. I just know that anytime that he had been asked about it beforehand, and you could look at several pods, he was like, nah, we ain't getting down like that. You feel me? Just
Right.
it's us and another bitch, whoopty whoopty wop. But
Right.
me like knowing the way porn works, I can't say it was like a total shocker. It's like,
Right. Right.
who knows what the fuck they gonna be? Maybe they'll have a fucking horse or a zebra on next. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, why weren't you on the show for the love of Lena?
Yes.
Let's get to that.
Call.
Let's get to that. What was your spot?
I just missed the casting call. But
All
honestly,
right.
like Lena, like my experience with her, like being around her, she's a really dope person.
Cool as
Hella
hell.
nice lady. She cool as hell. Fool. Got nothing bad to say about her.
Facts. That's what's
Okay,
up. I
so when
respect
Crip
that.
Mac first got out of jail the first time, right?
Big Rick in the building.
Hey, shout out to Rick. Hey, so tell Rick we're cool. Voice of the Varios. He knows who that is. Shout out to
Okay.
Voice of the Varios, man. That's my dog. Shout out to Rick. I see you, bro.
Hey, homie, shout out to all the homies out there trying to do something, dog. Voice of the
Hell
Bio,
yeah,
Creative
salute.
World,
Yep.
you know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
I appreciate you, bro.
Oh,
Appreciate
yep.
you.
That's
Hey,
right.
bring the food channel back. What happened to the? That's crazy what they did to that channel.
Oh yeah, man. Like hopefully food community gets their channel back, like that's just fucked up,
Yeah, they'll man. Hopefully they can get it. Hopefully,
They have a backup page. I encourage everyone to follow their backup page. And of course, shouts to the homie You Ain't Heartful. Follow the You Ain't Heartful page as
Let's
well.
go.
So I think everyone can agree that your No Jumper disc was better than Almighty's. It was better than that one producer dude that they have. He tried to come with some like melodic fucking disc against you.
Yeah.
Icons. Yours with the No Names record
Thank
was a
you.
hit.
Yo, listen, the No Names was crazy. That was dope.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, like, I'll be honest. I think lyrically, bar for bar, I mean, I had the hardest shit. AD, he got a great delivery. His shit went crazy.
Yeah.
The fans were behind it, but I think bar for bar, history and will tell that Lush Uno took that W.
Salute.
Yeah, AD does have a good flow and delivery, but he's always been missing something. That's why I don't know what it is, bro. He has it. It's just not making hit records. He can't make a hit record.
He's had look for the West. He's had some big records like that record Juice, Crip Lives Matter. Like there's
Juice
West,
definitely.
Yeah. Don't come to LA on that YG feature. I mean, like AD, I would never down talk him as a rapper, and he come from like real hip hop too. So
well, let me ask you this: did you know that China Mac and him faked that fight?
Yo, I didn't, fool. Like, and as someone that's like, homies with AD, was cool with China Mac. You feel me? Like I like, because the thing is this, I didn't enter because Adam said something about like anyone that was in the No Jumper chat at that time will tell you that was fake. I literally got added to the No Jumper chat maybe a week or two after that, so I wasn't even in there for that. So I still don't know if it was fake or not. Like I don't fucking like, but yeah,
Because when it come to Crip Mac first getting out, you were the one that took him under your wing first, and there was rumors that you and Mama Bear had a relationship too.
Yeah, I'm cool with Mama Bear to this day. It's all love the Mama Bear. It's so basically the pop-up, which is a studio that I record at. Big Rick is my partner. You feel me? Had been cultivating a relationship with Lupe. Through Lupe, we started talking to Crip Mac. We was all shooting money on his books. Blah, 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 blah. Handled the business. Made sure he came through. He did the pod with us. I would never say Crip Mac was under my wing, but I have written letters to to his parole officer on his behalf to make sure he was able to travel to the rap battle in Oakland. I still got something on his books, whatever. We fucking with Crip Mac. Free Crip Mac, free the real.
That's right.
Free Crip Mac. Salute.
Yeah,
so you're cool with ODM, ODM Slim then?
Absolutely. ODM Slim, but nothing. Look, that's stupid. What is that? What does this mean? What happened?
What's that?
There was gonna be a recreational boxing match between AZ Ruction and Crip Mac at the time. It was all right, but it ended up not going
AZ
through.
versus
So
Crip Mac. We had it all over the internet. But it just,
hey, put up the thumbnail.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, put up the thumbnail. Put up the fight card real quick,
YouTube
plug.
Streets podcast, AZ Ruction.
I ain't got it, bro.
Let's
Yo,
go.
by the way, I don't know if y'all know, I love Arizona. I spent a lot of time out there. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Shouts to all the Arizona boys. Come on.
Hey, let's go.
Salute.
So now,
Hey, I'm gonna.
So when it comes to fucking like with Adam 22 now beefing with China Mac over Crip Mac, bro, like how dirty he's getting. Dude. I still don't think that anybody's been like he did you so dirty, bro. He fired you
on air.
On
Like
live stream.
It's like this. It's like this. Although that was a really obviously like humiliating moment for me and all that, like all I can do is take accountability for my actions. And I'm not like I'm not free of guilt in that situation. You feel me?
One door closes, another one opens. Look what you're doing now, Lush World.
We lit. You feel me? We got Lush World. We got Mad Deep. We doing the damn thing. You feel me? Shots to everybody doing their thing. You feel me?
Salute. Yep. Now the last battle I watched you host, it was with Dirtbag Dan.
Yes, my man.
Oh my god.
Deans.
Yeah. We had to bring back Dirtbag Dan. You feel me? Had to go up. Yeah.
That was pretty lit, yo. That was pretty lit. I had to watch the whole thing. I think Dirtbag took it. My opinion.
You think Dirtbag took it?
I think Dirtbag took it.
Respect to my brother Dirtbag, but Carter was punching bar after bar after bar.
Yo,
was like,
it was tight. I had to listen to the whole thing, but
okay.
In the end, I had to go with Dirtbag. Salute.
Salute Dirtbag Dan. Okay, there it is. You heard it here first.
Is Geechee Gotti the best battle rapper right now?
Geechee Gotti is a cheat code, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Is he the Charlie Clips? He's the Charlie Clips of this gen, right?
I mean, yeah. Well, that's an interesting comparison. He don't necessarily. I feel like I see the overlay. I mean, they're both larger gentlemen.
Yeah, talk your shit.
They both. I feel like Geechee though brings a stark realness and really like gave a voice to the streets of the West Coast in the context of battle rap. You know, we had street dudes battling before that, but Geechee, like, he really cemented it. It's because of Geechee that there's young kids in Compton, Watts, Long Beach, South Central, Oakland, Richmond that want to battle rap now. And that's strictly because of Geechee.
Hey, you ever heard of this dude from St. Louis named Byron Blake?
You might have to put me up on the game.
Well, no, he's no good. He's been doing paperwork shit like 1090, but he used to be a battle rapper. He exposed Hitman Hollow's paperwork back in the day.
Wait, so who did he battle under? What was his battle rap?
He battled, I believe he battled a couple St. Louis dudes like Hitman. I don't know if Hitman's even from St. Louis.
He is.
Is he? Okay. Yeah, so he battled him, and then he put a diss track out saying he had paperwork on the whole town and all this shit. But he put out some shit on 1090 Jacob, a grievance. And the only reason I'm asking you this because he was in battle rap. I was seeing, but he was more in the smack era.
I mean, the smack era was what inspired me. You know, that's a huge influence.
Right.
I don't know anything about this guy. I haven't heard anything. Wait, is that the dude that got packed out at the event?
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Bro, that fool got.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Right.
Hey,
That's the homeboy Hitman Hollow. That's a legend. That dude, I don't, it is what it is. I don't know, bro, like that. I ain't into it with him like that. But come on, man. That fool got, you feel me? What happened?
When Dizaster punched Math Hoffa, that was like the one time I felt like battle rap accepted.
Well, it was crazy because I was on, like I'm on a bunch of ecstasy at that moment. Yeah. I'm hosting the battle. I put up a lot of money for that event. I put up, 50, 60 grand out of my own pocket for that event. Yeah. And, this is something that I've been working towards. I had the deal with Alki on the table at the time.
Right.
We had TMZ. We had all like, high powered media, and I'm on ecstasy. And so I saw it happen in slow motion. I saw the curvature of Math's cheek wrapping around Dizaster's fist in slow motion. And then, then 3 seconds later, I heard, bah! And then a second and a half later, I heard, ah! It was like a delayed reaction. So, I don't condone violence in the context of battle rap in any context, in any capacity. But that was quite a moment. really unfortunate. Shouts to Math on his incredible success, and shouts to Dizaster for being the international
Sometimes you gotta watch
because
what
Matt
you ask for.
Hoffa goes
face
on.
of battle rap. Yeah,
That's a good
Math
point.
is doing, Math is now,
A
transcended battle
podcaster.
rap. He has one of the most successful podcasts way beyond battle rap. He's literally, Math is, I'm assuming a millionaire at this point doing this thing. So shouts to Hoffa. We still solid.
Salute.
Shouts to Diz. And, hopefully, I would love to do a podcast at one point where me, Math, and Diz are all in the same room. And
Oh,
just,
that'd be dope.
that would break the
You
internet.
might be able to make it happen.
Because Dizaster to me, his career is kind of like how the Patriots went 16-0 and lost in the Super Bowl. I feel like Dizaster, his lyrical ability, he should never lost the battle rap. And I feel like some angles is what did it. Like different people's, like, some people say he lost to Pat Stay. That's debatable, but
R.I.P. my brother Pat. So here's the thing that people like when it comes to a battle, there are so many factors and so many elements that determine a battle's outcome, including the environment you're in, like the when in the event are you battling at the beginning of the event? Are you battling later when everybody's drunk and not as tuned in to paying attention to bars? There's so many factors that determine the outcome and the reception of a battle that, but bar for bar, lyric for lyric, ain't nobody seeing this. He's on another planet with it. You feel me?
Dude, I have to agree, bro. I think he's definitely top 5. If you don't have Dizaster in your top 5 battle rappers, then you didn't watch battle rap.
Well, who's in your top 3 right now?
Dizaster's top 5 and he's not 5. You feel me?
Yeah, not 5.
3,
yeah.
So top 3 currently. I mean, like
yes.
Let's look at we could talk about the Cody, the champion of the year discussion. I mean, you gotta have Big K in there. You gotta have Ichi in there. Like, I feel like that's a strong. There's a lot of people. Chef Trez is up there. There's a lot of names in that conversation right now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What
Now,
about
if you could pick top 3 of all time, my bad. Go ahead.
Tay-Rock definitely up there as well for sure.
I think the whole style, when the street style that the New York dudes do is great. But back in the day with Grind Time, because it had to take more time to make them verses with Ilmac and everybody, the Source. They had to take more time. It's easy to fucking flip a gun bar 100 times. But when you're able to go all over the place like these and finding research and all this shit, it's different. It hit different back then to me.
When like the version of battle rap that we're seeing popularized today, like I'm not gonna say it's not battle rap, but it's lacking several like tangible factors.
Yeah, I said that. It's a lot slower.
Perspective, define what battle rap is. And I feel
Right.
like that's missing nowadays. You feel me? Like
Facts.
Hey,
It's
you're
definitely
legendary
different.
for bringing Crip Mac to a battle or having him battle.
That was legendary.
had to happen. You feel me? Shouts to the homie Crip Mac. People even knew what that entailed behind the scenes.
Right.
All the people you
Politically.
feel me, that wound up not politically,
Right.
literally
Street.
like going to get clearance from his parole
Right.
and like written letters. The homie Corey, through the homie Big Rick, driving him up there at the last minute. There are so many factors that almost prevented that from going down. So like, yeah, I'm glad. I would, to me, like a lot of it I put on Dizaster for having the tenacity to make sure that, and just like the stubbornness to make sure that it happened. Because I was like, man, let's just shoot that in the hood somewhere in LA and release it as content on the pay-per-view. And this was like, no, it has to happen live. He was super adamant about that, and it wound up happening, and thank God it worked out. Shouts to Active Rapping.
Yeah, salute. Salute.
And we got DVS in the building and AGB from the We Love Hip Hop Network. Shout out to both of
man,
y'all.
we see you, DVS. Man.
What up?
Good night, fellas. Good night.
Salute.
Wagwan. What you saying, fam?
Yo, what's good, Lush, man? It's actually, a privilege to be up here with you, man. I got a good series of questions I want to ask, man.
Go crazy, homeboy.
So, first of all, my name is DVS. from New York City. Grew up in the system, foster care, juvenile, corrections. You know the cycle, how that shit goes.
Ooh,
You
My
from like
ch-
you from Manhattan, like, or what part?
so
What
I'm
part?
originally from Flatbush, Brooklyn, right?
Okay.
But I be all over. I be in all the boroughs, man. Going through the system. You know, I done been in all the boroughs and all the places where no people don't really go. You heard?
Right,
So
right, right.
my thing is, I like to really dig deep into like conspiracies and see things for what they really are. Where there's a lot of people that are naive and blinded by the actual content and narrative that's pushed. But I want to get behind the scenes and pick your brain just a little bit. And I just want to say I definitely watched the autopsy, man. I,
Okay, okay.
I identify something crazy, man. Um, a lot of people don't really see you for you on that level, on that humanitarian level. Being honest and going through the shits, and it's a battle every day. Um, you know, salute to you, man, because I don't think you get enough credit for that, man.
Much love. That means a lot to me, homeboy, for real. Yeah, and like the fact that you took the time to digest that content and it resonated with you in some capacity. Like I always said, like good, bad, or ugly, you're gonna gain something, either what to do or what not to do from watching me.
facts.
Yeah, facts.
And you've been a different person with your teeth, bro.
Oh yeah, you feel me? It's gonna add a little bit to your confidence. To be honest, like I didn't even realize how fucked up my teeth had gotten. I was just like at the point where I was trying to get sober, so I wasn't really.
You
Right.
wouldn't smile as much, just like AZ. AZ
Yeah.
just got his teeth.
Yeah,
Now you smiling.
Yeah, it just did. Let's
You do the
go.
podcasting, you do the music, you know what I mean? But like it seems like the battle rap is the real passion. What got you into the battle rap scene originally?
I mean, like being, I'm 42 years old. When I got into battle rap, there was no concept of battle rap. There was no like scene that existed.
That was the original
outside
hip
of
hop.
It was just part of hip hop.
Yes,
You
facts.
MC, you had to battle. You had to be able to freestyle. You had to do
Yeah.
tangible aspect of being an MC. You had to have some sort of skill set involved in that. So
But you and you also had to find a way to separate yourself when it comes down to it, because you really had to, if you got pulled into a cipher, you really had to be able to use what other people have already said to show that this is a freestyle. This isn't pre-written.
in the
You know what I mean?
And
Come
look,
You
off
had
the
to
top,
do
you get
something.
on your feet.
and this is like pre the popularization of Eminem and all that. Like
Right.
Eminem was rapping, but he was still. This is like when Infinite came out, and you had to
Right.
be an underground head to even be aware. No one knew who Eminem was. Like the only like popular white rappers that we had ever seen were Third Base, who most people outside of the
I
realm
mentioned them last night.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Beastie Boys, and that was
Let's go.
and that's pretty much it.
R.I.P.
Yeah, there was no real like RIP to MCA, of course.
Yeah.
Snow,
Yes, sir.
Search. Shout out to MC Search.
you feel me?
You
Shout
know what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Search.
Snow. Shout out to Snow. Dear
Shout out to Snow,
Farmer. You
like,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. So it was
Salute.
rare for there to even be like a white boy rapping. So
Right.
it was an uphill battle off rip, So
Where do
You
you
had
rank
House-
Cassidy?
You had
Where do you
House
rank
of Pain,
Cassidy, bro?
Everlast House of Pain. Go
Rank
ahead.
Cassidy as far as battle rap, or
Yep.
I mean, Cassidy is the most successful mainstream battle rapper of all time. It is what it is.
Him and
That's
Meek
what's
Mill.
up.
Well, Meek Mill is there's people
Rapper.
like Eminem, Meek Mill, there's people that started
Yeah.
out battle rap that achieved like insane heights. But as far as like that, like mainstream artists who battle as well, none have made as much of an impact in battle rap culture compared to Cassidy.
Let's be real though.
Yeah.
Eminem overrated as a battle rapper.
Oof.
Now, when
I
he
don't
was
know.
going at it with Benzino and them, it was getting crazy.
lost.
When
He
D-Block
lost
and
the
Dipset was
juice.
going back and forth at state property, it was crazy.
So like Eminem at the Rap Olympics, all those performances, he was spazzing in my opinion. Now like
Right.
yeah, like Eminem, he was a dude that motherfuckers had to be aware of, and we're like, but like shouts to Otherwise, shouts to Rifleman, LA Cool, shouts to the motherfuckers that actually beat him, shouts to Juice. So
Right.
there's a lot of MCs that beat him in battles at that time that don't get the respect they deserve.
Now, do you consider Cassidy and Eminem pretty much like? So when I ask, "Hey, who's your top?" Say 5. I always say, let's exclude Biggie and Pac. Do you
Top 5
consider them in that sense? Like, do you just exclude Cassidy and M because it's kind of like
Well, his
unspoken
records suck,
already?
Easy.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
records suck to me.
I mean,
Eh,
Eminem is not a top 5 battle MC in any capacity.
right.
His tracks, yes, he's like all those tracks. Against,
Definitely.
the shit against Everlast,
Nails in the coffin. Yeah.
yeah,
MGK.
like he is a don't
Kill
fuck
shot.
with it. He is one of the best at diss tracks.
Diss tracks. Facts.
My favorite diss track of all time, though, is the Royce the 5'9" when he went at Mr. Fat.
Oh,
A good friend of mine, and Mr.
Yeah.
Fab is an incredible MC and had a great track too. But Royce the 5'9", like that diss track was
Yeah, I like that shit. I like Nails in the Coffin. Even though Eminem dissed Boston, I like the Nails in the Coffin because that
the
shit
mean
was hard,
streets of
bro.
Boston. Yeah, but
Yeah, he rashed on Benzino on that shit. You know what I mean? But it was a dope
Definitely.
track at the end of the day. It was legendary. Like Hit 'Em Up or Ether. They're up there.
But I feel like
I remember.
No Vaseline.
What Mr. Fab brought out of Plaza, Royce, and Royce was also dissing Joe Budden.
Right.
Facts.
That was crazy. That to me, like,
Yeah, that went crazy.
keep that, go back and revisit that. That was an amazing diss track.
Hey, let me ask
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Lush. Be real though. Was Drake really gonna battle Daylight?
No, but Drake was really gonna battle Murder Mook though.
Really?
Yeah, he really was. And like at that event that OVO sponsored, and they were all at, and Drake, he had a few drinks. He was backstage, and he decided he was literally backstage preparing bars.
Oh, let's get it.
They were getting ready to do it, but then Drake's team at the last minute were like, "What, you motherfucker!"
When you say
Hey, do you-
preparing bars, he was on the phone with somebody getting lyrics. Now I'm kidding.
So, and just to clarify, because I see the comments, yes, it's on stage, Mr. Fab bodied Royce. Now go listen to those diss tracks they made. And,
Right. It's a
Okay.
different story.
Yeah.
Hey, so what's it like being in like? Do you ever sit back and just think like, man, hey, I've been in the room with some of the greatest hip hop artists and battlers. Do you ever sit back and think like, whoa, all right,
Dude, they're fans of hip hop. Like Busta
Reflect.
Rhymes, dude. You've been in the room with a whole shitload of people.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you think about the capacity of people and the amount of different artists, do you ever sit back and just go, man, hey, that's pretty crazy?
Even his main man, Dizaster.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I never expected to live as long as I did. Every day on this planet, on this side of the grass, is a blessing.
Blessing.
So, like,
I heard that.
the fact that I've been able to make any
No.
impact is the fact that I've been able to make any impact on hip hop culture, and I'm on a platform like this, and chopping it up with y'all, like
Yeah.
that's all. That, like Nip said, that's a victory lap. It's all like it's
Right.
surreal. It's surreal.
Yeah. And I want to say congratulations on your recent success on getting sober. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Thank
I've
you.
been a recovering drug addict for a while, been sober for a while, but I know what it's like to go to rehabs and halfway houses and all of that stuff. So hey, salute to you, man.
Salute, but I will say I'm currently, I'm California sober. You feel me? I smoke,
Right. I'm with you.
That's
We
right.
just smoke-
I heard that though.
and I'm
I smoke tree every day.
I'm
Come on now.
back to you. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna stop smoking weed again for the rest.
Never. I can't.
smoke with you.
And I feel like if I had been, I don't want to say something to mislead or to
Right.
influence anybody in that regard, but yeah,
Right.
The
California.
less of the two evils. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and shout out to y'all once again.
If
Once again-
motherfuckers are allowed to be prescribed medication that was my drug of choice in 12-step programs, then I don't see why smoking weed is so harmful.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Agree.
Yeah, they say statistically that weed is actually helping a lot of people that were on hard drugs, actually keeping
For
them
sure.
off and keeping them away from it. And,
Yeah.
shout out to you, AZ too, man. All jokes aside, and Lush, man. I identify with y'all
Appreciate
because my mother was a hardcore drug addict, bro, a fiend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I can
We was in
relate.
Brooklyn living in crack houses, you know what I'm saying? So when I see people that overcome that shit, I know it's no small feat, man. Like I
Yeah.
said, I was living in crack houses with no electricity, candles, no food, you know what I'm saying? skinny, starving. You know what I'm saying? I saw a different
Yup.
different part of it. I didn't see the actual addict, but I was living like an addict because I was with an addict. You know what I mean? So I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? So when I see
Well, I
y'all
appreciate
overcome
that.
this shit, it shows strength, man. It shows a lot of
Yeah.
willpower and a lot of
Yeah.
strength that people don't really understand or see.
Oh no.
I've had 8 overdoses. One of them I died for 43 seconds, no heartbeat, and I'm
Yeah.
still here. So it's kind of like, man,
We here for
I don't
a
know how many
reason.
more lives I
Hey,
got.
we all here
Like,
for a reason. We here to speak our opinion and say what we gotta say. We all here for a reason. We all been through hell and back, but we here to talk
Yeah, I
our
know.
shit.
Hey, real talking, if it wasn't for Narcan, I'd be dead right now. Narcan saved my life.
100%.
So you feel me? Like I'm right
Yeah.
there with y'all. I'm right there with y'all.
But yo,
Respect
we
to y'all
do.
for overcoming what y'all did. That's love.
Hell yeah,
Likewise,
salute.
appreciate
That's
that.
what's up. But yo,
Man,
we
hey.
do gotta get into the bullshit, right? Let me ask you this.
Talk
Yep.
your shit, homeboy.
We do gotta get into the bullshit. Let me ask
Talk
you
your
this.
shit.
What's up with Bootleg Kev?
Oh, bootleg Kev is we straight, fool. You feel
Y'all
me?
good
Like,
now?
yeah, we've been good. I went on his pod. You feel me? He's welcome to come on my pod. We've been chopping it up. That was like, look, he had made a few comments on his appearance on the No Jumper show,
Right.
which happened to be the first No Jumper show without me on it.
Right.
There's certain physical resemblances that we have. He's way more handsome than me, I guess, right? But other than that, we look the same. And so, you know, I took my little shots back at him, and that was that. You feel me? That he
was
wanted to have
dead.
it on his pod. So we solid.
Oh,
Kevin,
that's good. Salute
yeah,
that. Salute.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I seen something, but I didn't have too much context on it, so I had to ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's my man's right there.
What about Almighty Suspect? And they've been like doing
That we
clips where
getting
they're like
spicy. That we getting
they've
spicy.
been doing clips on you, bro, recently.
Hey, did you see my clip? Because I mean, like I feel like it's a unanimous.
He just shitted on Suspect, bro.
Yeah, like there ain't no like all the even reading the comments on the videos of him talking shit are all W Lush. You're like, I didn't even know Gen Z, but it's W Lush.
Because he was chasing the beat. You said that he can't stay on beat. I think that's his style though, right? Because he copied Blueface.
Yeah,
right.
Whatever it was, I was just it was a critique of a song. It's no different than what he did of me, except for he was, way more harsh and way more personal. I was just making jokes. He got upset. No Jumper clipped it. The No Jumper fans laughed at him. Here's the thing, like, with all due respect, it's been almost a year since I've been on No Jumper. Mm-hmm. And he's been on there that whole time, and I've still appeared on the channel more times than him. Ooh. There was a poll on the No Jumper Reddit made earlier today. People would like to see Lush One's return to No Jumper more than anything else. That is the most requested thing that people want to see on that channel. So respect to them, and just it is what it is. And
would you do it?
I mean, like, yeah, like you feel me? Like, look, we can chop it up. I'm more interested in just having conversations behind the scene, cleaning up my side of the street on a human level before that occurs. But you feel me? Look, I'm down to work.
Why didn't you give Flacco to fade? That's what they clipped recently too.
Yeah,
that was
the
1 year anniversary.
Yeah, we gotta ask.
Let me ask you this. If y'all just signed a 6-figure contract with a company, and then somebody in that office building tried to fight you, what would you do?
Hey, we had to go down the road or something, right?
The same day, but it was in front of.
I'm gonna walk into human resources and I'm gonna kiss my check goodbye and I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Hey, you feel Big Rick? Big Rick said he would have taken paid a lot. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, hypothetically. Hypothetically. Yeah. Like in retrospect, I probably should have. Like a lot of my homies and people from my section were like,
yeah, we gotta ask.
Popped up instantly. I did wind up going outside and trying to talk to him. You feel me? Being like, you still need that a few minutes later. The whole thing made me look crazy. Regardless, it's definitely a regret. But I was trying.
I was gonna ask you if you regret not taking it. That's what I was gonna ask you to keep the buck.
I do 1,000%.
All right, that's all I want to know, and I respect your answer.
Hell yeah, keeping it real.
Yep.
But
hey, what about the China Mac and?
To protect the bag at the time, but You know,
Yeah, I
at the
hear
end of
that
the
though.
day, your integrity as a man supersedes the bag. So I do
Yeah.
agree.
Hey, what about the China Mac and the AD fight? Is
Oh, we talked
the
about
latest
that.
conspiracy?
Yeah, again, like that was before I was a regular on the No Jumper show. I seen
Oh,
Adam
I
made a
see.
comment. Yeah, so I honestly still to this day don't know if it was real or fake.
Okay. Apologize for bringing that back.
No, because China Mac right now they're giving him a hard time, but Crip Mac jumped out the gun recently. Have you been seeing all this?
Yeah, like I seen it, but you feel me? All I gotta say about anything to do with that, free the homie C Mac, bro. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Free-
See the homie
Facts.
C Mac.
When you were
Free
around
Crip
C Mac, did
Mac.
he have schizophrenia? Because China Mac brought that up.
Well, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't diagnose him. I think that we've all seen eccentric behavior from him. Like, but my experience with C-Mac on a business level, on a personal level, on a professional level he's been nothing but on point. It's been great to work with him. You know, like anytime that he saw, like he's reached out, just be like, yo, come through, kick it. It's always been love. Like, you know, I don't know. I got fucking mental issues of my own, so I can't really diagnose what the fuck he is. Like, I asked him about his mental health. I asked him about medication. I asked him about his relation to alcohol, and you know, I tried to steer him in a positive direction in all those regards. That's on record. Like, if you look at my the second interview we did with him when we brought him back to the Lush World channel, I asked him all that on the record. So you know, I don't know what he's been diagnosed as, but free C Mac, he's a good dude. He ain't do nothing wrong.
Oh yeah, salute. Free Crip Mac. YouTube
man.
Streets Podcast. Lush
Yo,
One.
I got some questions that I need to ask, man.
Go
Maybe
crazy here.
Let's get
So-
into it.
I'm big on conspiracy theories, man. And you know, a kid from coming from the group home, man. I'm gonna talk to you just like we was in a group home, man. Yo, what's going on with the behind the scenes with Adam 22 and how he markets everything that he does? Is there actual methodical formula that he has, like on some psyop shit, or is it just happens the way it happens?
Look, I gotta be honest with you, fool. Like, whether or not you like this fool ladder, you know, motherfucker is a marketing genius, bro.
Yeah, there's
That's
a method
right.
to the madness.
Like,
Yeah.
he would not be in the position. Like, he's a marketing genius. Like, he knows exactly like how to title things, and it's not just him; it's his entire team. There's a whole
Right.
team over there putting shit together. You feel me? Like, and I get it. And like, is it a psyop? Shit, there's so many. If I was privy to that information, I'd probably like have a motherfucking storage room full of canned goods and an AR-15 in my hand. I don't know nothing about it though. You feel me? But
Right.
where I'm standing, the motherfucker is a marketing genius.
Yeah, he's definitely getting in some rooms nobody else can get into. You know what I mean?
I was not invited to
You
them
ain't
party.
in them rooms, right?
They said you seen Eyes Wide Shut. You said Fidelio. I don't know the password. You feel me? Like, so
Oh, so there was some line of vetting and lines of security where dudes is not going past unless they're properly vetted or you know privileged to withhold that information.
Certain privileges.
I'm just speaking on things that if you go down that rabbit hole that we're all aware of, such as
Right.
the Bohemian Grove. You feel me? For masonry. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know because I was never able to. I was not able to.
Bill Clinton's linked to my.
Now let me ask you this. Let me
I made it clear that I'm on the side of good, and
Right.
you feel me? I rock with Jesus Christ.
that's right. I get what you on that. You
The
know,
one
I'm
and
a little
only
bit more spiritual, but
holy, so
let me
never
see if
lonely.
I can ask it, or maybe
Plus one homie.
maybe we can find a way to talk about it in a way where it'll be easier for you to talk about. Maybe I'm just not asking the right questions. So that team that you saw, that IT team that was behind the scenes, making
It's
thumbnails
his
and stuff like.
brother-in-law, Josh, or whatever.
Well, yeah, like no, there's a whole like basically everybody that is pretty public. You know, most of the people when I was working there, it was the BBC dudes was all there. Trevor, Bassa, Kelvin, Belt. You feel me? Like the homegirl Cindy. There's Hurley, Mikey. Like these are all public figures. If you're into No Jumper lore, you could see them. Like I'm not naming any name that's not already out there. Like these are all. They're young people. They got their pulse on the culture and how to organize and push it together. Obviously, Josh, Jason, there's a whole No Jumper is not just Adam. It's a team.
No, of course not. Yeah, it's methodically and well organized. I'm just trying to get to the levels and I guess marks of who's who and what's what and how it gets to.
Put it like this. Put it like this. Like when Flacco called me out for a fade, right? The thumbnail that they had made had me with a black eye and I'm like
Right.
crying and all
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like what the fuck is this shit? And
What's
like,
really going on?
Yeah, and they're like, trust me, this is how we put numbers on the board. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
we selling. We
there it
doing
is.
numbers. It's
That
calm.
Yeah,
was
man, because
shicey.
I'm
That was
always
shicey.
I'm always into the conspiracy theory, right? And I see things past a different light. So when I see No Jumper, I see him capitalizing off the demise and indoctrination of a certain group or a group of people that he's capitalizing off the whole situation, off their demise. You know what I'm saying? He's actually contributing to the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
It's a really fine line to walk when you're media in reporting what's going on in the streets and trying to gear people towards a positive direction. Like, for example, right now, all right, like there's a lot of rappers in LA that are bubbling and on the verge of attaining a higher level of success. A lot of them are from neighborhoods that might not necessarily get along, and there's certain things like me.
Right.
Anytime I have these fools on my podcast, I'm pushing for the agenda of red and blue make green.
that's right, peace. Yeah, let's eat together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I know on the color wheel, red and blue don't make, but y'all know what I'm saying.
No, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So like, and even like there is we just had a rapper named Lefty Gunplay on the Mad Deep podcast. He's from the San Gabriel Valley. Dope ass rapper, viral as fuck, on the come up. There's another rapper from that same area named Rowdy Rex. We just asked them about. We asked Lefty. We're about to have Rowdy on the pod as well. We asked Lefty about working with him because a lot of people are comparing them. A lot of people are trying to like have them clash with each other or their specific agendas. I said y'all should work together and get a bag because in Los Angeles and the West Coast, most people know of rappers that are from like LA or Compton or Watts or Long Beach.
Right.
There's not.
You know what I noticed, Lush? And I don't mean to cut you off.
Y'all to come together and raise a higher level. That's
Unity.
what I'm all about.
Unity.
You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that it seems like that on the way on where you at over on them sides, it seems like that they're not really too keen on that, man. Because coming from the east side, I could see where China Mac is coming from, trying to help Crip Mac out. You know what I'm saying? I could see the genuinity. I could see the genuinity of you as well. So
Right.
it seems like when they see that, it's like, oh, how can I break that up and fuck it up? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just too much, or it's too much love, or too much Care Bear shit.
You hire Flacco. That's what
Think
you
about
do.
This is not specific to a coast, because if you're familiar with what's going on in the streets of New York right now, and with the gang politics, and you got like you're not going to see right now D Thang and K Flock hopping in. D Thang just got freed today. K Flock currently incarcerated, but you feel me? Like you're not going to see certain individuals on a record together under any circumstances. So this is not mutually exclusive to Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Like this is happening everywhere. And what I'm saying, this isn't like information that only I'm privy to. Everybody that's tuned into this culture.
Yeah, rules, chills, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
there's all different factions, different
All kinds
projects.
of shit going on.
You feel me? Like these projects, people with certain
AGB.
Yo, Lush. So I wanted to ask you. So at No Jumper, what is it like when the cameras go off? Like, how does the atmosphere change? Like, is it a big difference, or does everyone pretty much act the same way?
When I was
none
over
of us
there,
have
it was
privy
just,
to that.
when I was over there, it was just super chill. You feel me? Like fools are like either editing footage or blazing weed or playing video games. They just chill. It was a dope environment, fool.
It got hectic a couple times there while you were working there, though.
But like never like between just like random fools in the office and us just chilling. Like of course everybody knows about the Kelpie and Suspect shit. Like other than the shit that happened with Blueface.
Lush, I forgot to tell you, I called in.
Put Kelpie on the No Jumper podcast.
Hey, Lush, I called in your show one time,
Big
bro.
Levy, salute.
I called in your show one time when Kelpie was up there because Kelpie's a little. We don't fuck with Kelpie, bro. He's you know what I'm saying.
Dude, man.
He fucked up the bay.
That's a character.
If he did something fucked up to y'all, that's between y'all, and like, I don't condone that. But my interactions with Kelpie,
right,
good kid with a bright future. You feel me? I want to see him do good things. I'm not even giving y'all political answers or like trying to,
No, you're keeping it a buck.
Tiptoe or dance around shit.
These are my genuine opinions.
So, what about Flacco? You think he's good for the culture of the community?
Dude,
or what?
He's doing really good. His YouTube's doing good.
Flacco is a great content creator. Period. Great content creator. I mean,
I agree with you, bro.
People talking. He has polarizing opinions. He's willing to really he spends the time, the effort, everything necessary. Like Flacco is great at what he does.
Salute.
Yeah, salute, man.
That's what's up.
You should definitely box him now. Now that you guys both have mutual respect for each other. And let's talk. Hey, I do want to talk.
If the bag is there, Flacco, you feel me? If the bag is there, let's fade for some Fetty.
Let's go.
Let's go.
YouTube
Streets
hey, that's what it's about.
Lush One, New Age
I think I will wear him out. Pause. I think
Blue Eyes.
I'll just have to fucking dance for a little while around. I don't think
That's
All right, so Lush.
And you heard it here on YouTube streets. Let's go.
Ooh, no.
But yeah, for some Fedia, you feel me? Let's get it popping.
So Lush World, right? Your channel, I feel like now you got a little bit of that. The spotlight came off of you a little bit because you left No Jumper, and now you're on a slow grind again, like you did with Grind Time, like you did with the battle rap shit. I feel like now you can bring battle rap on your channel more. You've been doing battles. We've seen them. You know what I'm saying? You're still hosting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna be like I'm hosting a battle in Dallas in a couple next month. I'll be in Salt Lake the following month. I got some shit in the Empire, California.
Is that with Delmont Crew and GTX or?
There you go.
It's always Delmont Crew. Everything.
Salute. Yeah, let them know.
Yeah, and for you even knowing what it is, you Fist of Palm Nation too. So yeah.
Salute. Yeah, we do our due diligence over here, man.
Right,
YouTube streets. Yeah.
Nah, man, I love battle rap, bro. I miss the old days, though. I miss Cadillac Ron. I miss when Cadillac Ron and Daylight, they were able to do a KKK versus a Black Panther battle, bro, and it was legendary.
Great.
It was legendary.
I mean, that was like that whole event was just crazy as fuck. There are so many things that I wasn't aware of. I didn't know that Caddy was going to come in blackface. I didn't know that he was going to set the rainbow flag on fire. I didn't know that that Daylight and his homies was going to have the paintball guns and they was going to light him up. Like they all planned this shit behind my back because they knew I never would have let that shit go down. But it's a historic moment regardless. His performance art at its finest. I mean, people could say it's lowbrow and that's understandable, but it's definitely boundary pushing and genre bending. There's no way around that. Whether I condone it or not is a different story. And I made it clear I wasn't psyched on Caddy doing that or Daylight, but it was still legendary. And
that's what gets the buzz, though. That's what gets the buzz going, man.
Always. Shout out to the chat.
Always.
You know where it's at. YouTube Streets Podcast, Ronnie Blue Eyes, Lush One, New Age Plug, DVS, AZ Russian, Boston Boss.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we've been doing this little thing. It's called the YouTube Versus, right? And we're taking like random you're gonna be in it. You have records, like, dude. Organic. Listen, Organic ain't seeing you when it comes to hosts that can battle rap and hosts that can make records. Organic. If you two battled I believe y'all battled before, right? Way back in the day.
No, I never battled Organic because he was in the division and I was in the LA division. So,
bro, you would have bodied him.
Hey, you feel me? Organic was the beast back then. Organic would crash my man's you ain't gonna get me to divide and conquer with my brother right there.
Nah, I ain't trying to mess up no bags. Bags.
Hey, like as an MC, I really don't think like when it comes down to it, I'm gonna hold my own. It's like
you got to.
Definitely.
Squabbles,
if you got squabbles, if you can fight, like you gonna squabble Mike Tyson whether or
Facts.
not, and you gonna believe you can win. Like, and I feel like I got enough squabbles when it comes to this my skill set as an MC and you know, battling and all that I'll go against anyone. I don't give a fuck who
I
it
talk
is.
the same shit, bro. I hear you.
And I could catch you with a right or a left, like Cat Williams said to Shannon Sharp. Like,
Hell yeah.
you might have
Throw
played
them
against
combos.
you might have played against teams that statistically were superior, but when we on that line, let's see if that matters or not. You feel me? So
Right.
I'll put myself against motherfucking Lux if it came down to it. At any
It's
given
that hard.
You feel me? So,
Nah, Lush One, man, you definitely sharp, man. You definitely are sharp, bro.
boy, appreciate that, Gracia.
Yeah, that
But
tongue is
even
sharp.
back then, when you were on fucking drugs, you were sharp. Like that
Yeah.
was a genius idea that it came out. Like, come on, man.
At the end of the day, like, you got to understand something. Like, I had been on drugs since the time I was 12 years old. So be like, quote unquote, being on drugs when I'm rapping, of course, like, I'm probably going to be significantly more uncomfortable when I'm not on drugs because I've been faded. Like, my only brief periods of not being on drugs is when I would be incarcerated, where I'd be like, you feel me? They tested my piss, but even then I'm sneaking alcohol or doing whippets or whatever ain't gonna show up on a drug test. So I've been that for 26, 27 years of my life straight on one. So if anything, I had to learn how to rap sober. And that's probably why you might have certain awkwardness in me. Like, am I rapping on No Jumper at first and this and that? Because, like, I'm not used to being or rapping sober. You feel me? Like, I think
I could see the pressure.
So you had to relearn it. You had to relearn.
I used to watch you, and I'd be like, "Yo, you got it." It's just there was something holding you back. Like there was just something there that was just like.
And everybody was kind of.
I don't know if it was reading the room because it was awkward and it was just a new environment.
They were
Plus, you're
laughing.
sober, so I'm pretty sure you were trying to read the room and see, you know, what was going on. If there was any kind of, you know, secret relationships.
There was there's a lot of weird things going on, but beyond that, like, I had to learn how to, like, when I got sober, like, I had to learn how to fucking kiss a girl sober, how to fuck sober, have a conversation with my parents, like,
how to wake up, just wake up, period. Live life.
Hey, well, was it harder to get away from the drugs being in the light that you were in?
Well, so I spent my first 4 months of recovery in a treatment center, but like anyone that's been to a treatment center knows, you can still get fucked up there if you want. You feel me? Like, there's ways of getting fucked up. People were throwing bags of dope over the fence.
Yeah, dudes are getting rich in there, bro.
Yeah. You feel me? Fools are stealing from the med tent, whatever, this or that. I ain't even go. This ain't no prison talk, so I ain't go. His rehab talk. So yeah, motherfuckers be doing their little thing
for sure.
They bills getting hot.
They want a way, they go make a way. You know, find a way.
Everyone gets caught doing it anyway, so they hip to it. Me,
that's everywhere.
Everything I was doing was on the low. Trap 9 in the building. You feel me? Ice Money Cartel, Bad Deep Gang. Everything we was doing, like, so I chose to be sober, and I was in a really safe environment for those first 4 months. And then the following 2 months, you feel me, I was in a sober living house. But as soon as I touched back to LA and was around like my homies and was around like hip hop and battle rap events, I'm around drugs again. That's
the only time you're gonna get sober. Yeah, when you choose to want to be sober. It takes that first step, you know.
That nostalgia came back. It
never stops though. You keep grinding.
But really, like, at the end of the day, I was working such a diligent 12-step program, and I was going so crazy, like, with my 12-step shit, that I wasn't the idea of using wasn't even in my repertoire of thought. Is when I stopped working a program as diligently and took my foot off the gas and was on.
When you stopped 12-stepping, you started 2-stepping.
Hey, have you ever done the full 12 steps though?
Absolutely. I worked all 12 steps.
Yeah. That's the hardest. Hey, that's the hardest, man.
Absolutely. The thing is, anything, and I believe it to this day, if you're working a 12-step program, anything you put in front of that and put in front of God or your higher power, however you define that, anything you put in front of that, you're going to wind up losing. And I put my in front of that. I put my money in front of that. I put my job. I put everything I put in front of that, I lost. And, you know, I learned the hard way. And
they got to come first. Facts.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good words of wisdom, though, because it's true.
I'm always, you feel me, try to add a crease to y'all cranium whenever possible, gang.
That's what's up.
Yes, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
Lush.
but,
So
go ahead, bro.
let me rewind a little bit. When you dropped a video talking about Suspect's song, like why'd you feel the need to do that? Like you just like, was it personal, or you just really didn't fuck with the song? Or
I didn't feel it was. I didn't feel it was like that serious. I was like, this shit is whack. You had no problem speaking on me anytime
Right.
you wanted to
Facts.
speak me.
Facts, yeah.
You're not offering me any friendship or professional courtesy. Why
Right.
should I extend you the same? So then on top of that, I didn't even say bro's name. If you look at my original statement, I was just like, I knew that the nature of the no jumper community and just like the LA podcast community, people would pick up on it quick. And the fact that he was so offbeat and everybody could see that it was so offbeat.
It was trash, bro.
It's clearly not just me making this critique. Like there's a general consensus that this record wasn't good. And I was just like wanted to highlight that and thought it was funny. And
I thought it was trash. I thought
Well,
that
this is why Suspect cannot hate on Lush, right? I'm gonna tell you one reason, right? When they did that cipher, AD he rapped, but he kicked something written. Suspect he wouldn't even rap at all, but Lush he kicked a freestyle.
Hey Ronnie, listen,
And
this is what we're gonna do.
if you
Versus
were
battle. Almighty
you-
Suspect versus Lush One. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, if you a real
Let's
artist,
go.
if you a real artist, you respect somebody that will kick a freestyle right on the spot. No
Like
written,
Scott.
no
Facts.
excuses,
Off the
no
dome.
bullshit. You just rap.
that's the thing.
Period.
Like, I would love to battle Suspect. I would love it if he was like a real enough MC to actually put his ego to the side and be willing to get a bag with me, and we could both get paid.
Let's talk about it.
Circles around him and show the world what a superior MC I am. You feel
Right.
me? I'm just better as an MC than he is.
Shots
Well,
fired.
you made better records.
I make better records. Like and that's never been my primary
Plug
focus.
slacking on the
I've always
button.
been a curator of battle events, doing this and that. But you know, he wants to talk about 20 million streams on iTunes. Motherfucker, I got videos that I'm featured on that have 16 million views of me rapping alone. Like like let's compare our Spotify for artists from last year. You probably had less streams than I did. Like, and it ain't even about that, but it's like talking about some rap shit. Let's strip all that aside and just put two MCs in a ring with a microphone and see who spits better. That's what I'm on. You feel me?
I would like to see that, man. And all call outs are mandatory too, man. Pull up.
It is what it is. On some hip hop shit, let's see what it is. Fuck all that other shit. All that other shit.
Do it for the culture. It's rap. It's content.
Like fuck all that other shit. Like who rap better? We all know the answer.
Yeah, I know the answer.
That's right, Plush. That's right. Let's talk that shit.
Yes.
But the kids, I can see the kids saying he does because some of the style, but dude, his style's not good. He's not even perfecting that style.
Whatever it is, you feel me? Whatever motherfuckers got to say or whoever, hop on the mic and spit a better verse than me. You tried to on No Jumper and it failed miserably. You know what I mean? Like there's not a single time you rap that was better than I rapped on No Jumper. So
that was him doing a conscious rap. That's the funny part.
Yeah, bro. All I gotta say is like bat rhymes with hat, rhymes with cat, rhymes with fat. I read Dr. Seuss too. You feel me? Like
that book was written under a dare to use like under 50 words.
Like check this out. He can never rhyme syllables like StreamYard Studio. Man, he seems hard for a groupie hoe. You feel me? Like never say that. Shouts to China Mac. I got Bot Choi. He a lost boy. Word to Rufio.
Let's get right into it.
That's just random freestyle shit.
Yo, rapid fire. Dijon Paul. Which Dijon Paul?
Dijon? The Dijon guy, the dude that's
on
report
card. The report card.
I would love to chop it up with hip hop about it. I would love to chop it up with hip hop about him. You feel me? Right. I would love to chop it up with hip hop about him, and we should be in the same room, and we should compare our knowledge and repertoire of thoughts and ideology when it comes to this culture. Because you feel me, I was born into this shit. I lived this my whole motherfucking life. You feel me? Fuck a skin color, fuck a skin tone. This is my motherfucking soul. I am hip hop.
That's right.
Let's go. Right. Let them know.
But I would
Yeah,
love
love
to
all
chop
people.
game with him, and I would love to be a panelist on his report card because I think he's missing a few key factors and he's not taking certain things into consideration.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion, and I know he'll say join my live or join my clubhouse. Maybe I should because I would love to, but I feel like on a larger platform as well, we should chop it up about some hip hop shit. He
Yeah.
got some knowledge, I got some knowledge. Let's chop game.
Let's get into it. Right.
Hey, well, if you could battle any one person, like if you could just pick any one person that you would love to just even win or lose, who would it be?
I mean, at this point, like I'm gonna keep it a full bundle. Like I'm an old head. Like the desire to battle is not prominent in my heart. If it came down to it, like I would love to battle probably, you feel me, the best person possible. I would love to, like me versus Eminem or some shit. You feel me? Like would be dope as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Like just because I knew that would garner so much attention. But I would much rather do a record with Jay-Z produced by motherfucking DJ Premier, you feel me? Some shit like that. Do an Alchemist record, you feel me? Like some shit like that. That's
with
the
GTX. Shout out to the whole Delman crew, man. I can see that happening, man. Salute.
Yeah, that's
yes, definitely.
YouTube Streets Podcast, Boston Boss, Ronnie Blue Eyes, Lush One, New Age Plug, AZ Ruction, DVS.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey man, Lush One, dude, you're a fucking legend, man. You coming on here was
definitely. Thank you.
Definitely blessed us, man.
Thank
We
you for the
appreciate
pull-up,
it.
man.
Shout out to Lush World.
I love y'all. Much love. Anytime y'all in LA, pop up, slide through is y'all know the vibe. More kicks than Cobra Kai. Busted shots every time we rolling by.
Yeah.
Hey, we got AGB wants to interview on his network too. If you can, y'all two can link up, man. He wanted to get an interview.
If you're down, bro. I can do the same shit for you, Plug did.
Yeah, just hit the line. You feel me? We'll make it happen, Captain.
Hell yeah,
right,
the one,
respect,
the
man.
only.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Never lonely.
Now, I got one question before we leave and before we go.
Yes, sir.
My channel is called Stuck in the System. My name is DVS. So when it comes to conspiracies, man, I always want to know what is your conspiracy that you 150% believe?
It's a good question. Ooh,
that is a good one.
Question.
That's a good one.
I believe in transdimensional travel. I believe in the Mandela
Yeah.
effect.
Let's talk about it.
Did you just see what happened with the aliens in Florida? Supposedly,
that shit is fucking insane. And you tell me how the fuck all these people from all these different areas. You had people from New York there. You had people visiting from all these
mad cops too. You see all them cops,
and then they have the fucking phone number you could call, and they but what I really believe is it's a lot deeper than that, and I believe that this is holographic. Like I'm gonna sound crazy as hell, tinfoil hat, but I believe this is holographic.
No, I got one. I got mine on, bro. I got it on. My shit is on right now.
Holographic technology that's existed for years. We're trying to test it. I believe we are under attack. We owe China $3 million. They want this. Or I prioritize your entire algorithm.
So I'm gonna just give you a little. No, that's a fact. No. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more of an update on what happened with the aliens, right? So there was a guy who said he saw a group of kids around this box, this device that they had plugged in, and once they plugged it in, it started doing weird kind of stuff. They started seeing like almost like digitized. They're saying that two gray men stepped out of this portal, right? And that's when they started walking around and things got crazy. Now I looked there for a little further into it. There's a chick that is on TikTok. Can't remember her name right now, but she took the coordinates of where that particular portal was supposedly open with the grays, and she reversed it, and it goes directly to the center of Antarctica.
Yeah. And we all know what we know about Antarctica, right?
We don't know a damn thing.
Exactly.
We don't know nothing.
All we know is we know nothing.
It sounds like we
get further enough.
We're gonna have to do a whole other podcast about this.
It's your boy
Boston Ball. Hey, real quick. One thing real quick then. Hey, so we got the EP list coming out, right? Bill, BC was on there allegedly 59 times. Adam 22's dad is apparently heavily associated with Mr. C himself.
I'll tell you.
Have you heard that?
I'll tell you this. Bill Clinton is probably one of the most scandalous individuals of all time. Like,
Yeah.
he played the saxophone. He just to get into the hearts of Black America and young, upwardly mobile America that's left leaning, and had us convincing he's the greatest guy ever.
Real scandalous shit.
While proceeding to incarcerate more minorities than any president
Facts.
in American history,
And children.
That's a whole other separate conversation. Once again,
Right. I just had to ask that one, with the Adam 22 thing. So you have to
yeah,
throw that in
man.
there real quick because that is a conspiracy right now.
Yo, not to rush
So-
anything, but I just want to say, from Boston, Massachusetts, it's your boy Ronnie Blue Eyes Lush One. We appreciate you pulling up to the YouTube streets.
Shouts to Boston, shouts to Dorchester, Free Cal, you feel me?
Roxbury, Dorchester,
Arizona up in here.
Hey,
Appreciate
Shot
sir.
Mafia.
Feel
Hey,
me?
Shot Mafia. Black. Free the homies. Salute.
Yeah, shout out to Flatbush, Brooklyn,
Real
man.
hit.
Shout out to all of
Shouts
them,
to
man.
Flatbush, you feel me? Shouts to East
Shout out to
Flatbush, Brownsville,
Quebec,
you feel
yeah.
me? Marcy, Canarsie, all of them.
That's right. You know your hoods. That's right. Yeah.
I spent a
Shout out
lot
to
of
the
time.
hoods.
I spent a lot of time in
You know Dorchester shit. You know hoods.
Exactly. Shouts to, you feel me? My big brother Poison Pen. You feel me? Team Hami, all my Brooklyn big relatives. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes.
You already.
Let's go.
No lives. You feel me? All my D-Seps, all that shit.
Okay. Yeah, you in tune. I know you in tune.
Yeah. And with that being said, we about this beyond.
All right, brother.
Uno. Let's go.
No.
Hey, salute, man. We appreciate you coming up here on the YouTube Streets podcast, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for pulling up, man. For real. Salute.
All right, post interview. Go ahead. How y'all think it went, man?
Ooh, no.
Very well.
I think it was good.
I think it went
Everybody did their thing, man. There was no hiccups. Nobody overtalked anybody. Nobody did. Everybody had the groove, man, and it was good, man. I like the questions I asked and the backtrack history of what it was a real good pod, man. Best one I've ever been on, to be honest with you.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. That was a good one, man.
Growing in this show, man. Salute.
Let's
Pause.
girl, not a show.
Yeah, man. YouTube Streets podcast. It's your boy Blue Eyes, Boston Boss.
Hey,
We out
anybody in
here.
the
Let's
chat
go.
want us to restart the live and do a post interview? I'll do it tonight if y'all want. Just
Kara
let me know.
Casey.
Let's see if we
You
got.
ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. The elite
Shout out to the
trickery runs
chat.
deep.
Salute to the whole chat.
Y'all,
You know where it's
you gonna
at.
stay
We
up,
got
DVS? Y'all
AGB.
gonna AGB?
We got
drinking tonight?
AGB, DVS,
I'll be up for a
Slug
bit,
up.
bro.
AZ.
AZ.
Russ.
You gonna be up?
10:33.
I'm gonna hop off though, man. Much love to everybody.
All right, brother.
Salute.
Well, I'm gonna end this one, and then let's just start another one. I need a thumbnail idea. Chat, give me a thumbnail idea. Come on, somebody, thumbnail idea.
Let's go.
Much
Let's
love
get
to the
busy,
chat
dog.
and
Let's
everybody
do
on the
it.
panel.
You already
Let's
know what
join
it
the
is,
YouTube.
dog.
Let's go.
Streets. Let's go.
You already know what it is, bro. Fuck the free world.
Scandalous squad in the building. Salute.
Man, y'all, hey, listen, bro. I got a lot to say, but I ain't got no time to say it. You know what I'm saying?
No shit.
I'm gonna
Talk
come
that
back with
shit.
another live. We're gonna reamp this bitch.
Let's
do it.
go.
We're gonna reamp this bitch, bro. Shout to Lush One, man. Great interview, bro. Dude, it was a great interview. I was more focused on the boards. My bad, y'all. I wanted Corrupt to come up, man. Where's he at? And Zebby too, man. My bad, bro. We had a lot of people up. I had to orchestrate it right.
Doing what I had to do, maneuver through them avenues. Trying to move them grams of proof. My gang is shoot like camera view. Had a ratchet brew, word to Baton Rouge. Trying to keep it wavier than Santa Cruz. Dance on food with satin shoes. That magic elixir. Started moving grams in them zippers. Cocaine on that glass, I'm a sniffer. I'm looking at the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. Burnt out like flames away, off that 1988. He been off that flavor flame. The wrist looking tight, glacial. Black and white zips, they biracial. Why? Cause segregation is evil, pumping the same poison that penetrated his people. It's catching more bodies and Leatherface in the sequel. You can feel effects embedded, ain't a placebo. This a holy field, don't question the potency. It's wetter than them hoes in a session for Jodeci. God wouldn't forgive me with several blessings on rosaries. Guilty conscience got my stomach messed up like Crohn's.